I was living in my car. I was in a field, living in my car. I was wishing for the end. It's like God found a way. I thought I really need to do something with myself. So I Googled and Hope Women's Center popped up. So I called and Delma answered the phone. She said, just come. And it saved my life. If this place had not been open that day, I wouldn't be here today. I know that.
Every woman who walks through the door at Hope Women's Center has a story. Most are stories of brokenness and pain. Some are stories of deep betrayal, of loneliness and isolation. But every woman has a story, and those stories matter.
The hardest thing is for them to walk through that front door, I think. Once they walk through the door and realize that this is a place that they can come to, that they're not going to be judged, that they can be honest and really talk through the issues that they're having, the problems that they're having.
So much of the time they don't have hope and they feel like they're alone, and that's probably 90% of their problem, is that they just feel so alone and don't have the support.
Then once they realize that they can trust us, then that's when the real healing begins. That's when their real story starts to come out.
Hope Women's Center is a Christian ministry that serves women and teen girls in crisis. Whatever difficult life situation she is facing, whether an unplanned pregnancy, poverty, homelessness, family conflict, domestic or sexual abuse, substance abuse, whatever life difficulty she is facing, we want to walk with her through that crisis, to build long-term relationships with her, and to also help provide her tools to make positive choices for her future.
I was sexually abused at a very young age, like between 12 and 13. I ended up running away from home. I had my first child at 14. So basically I became a parent then. I felt scared. I felt like I wasn't doing something right. I didn't know what I should do. I was young. I didn't know how to seek for help.
Our programs offer a holistic approach that seeks to meet a woman's physical needs, her emotional needs, and her spiritual needs.
I'm a single mom of 2 right now, and we're living in a shelter, and we're just trying to live. I got pregnant at 14 years old. My boyfriend was abusing me and stuff, so I just kind of shut down and away from everybody. I grew up here in Phoenix, Arizona. We lived in like a 1-bedroom, and we feel like my mom never really kept us safe. We don't really know much about her, but we know that she has 13 kids and from 3 different men. Each one was abusive to her at some point, and towards the kids as well. I don't feel like we had like a real father figure.
Our education program is really designed to cater to the needs of our women that come in, and our classes are all based off of parenting classes, life skill, and faith-based classes.
What attracted me at first to the Hope Women's Center was the parenting classes. I feel like it's an everyday struggle, you know. There's always things that come up that I'm not too sure about, and I want to feel confident in being a mom. Got to see some of the stuff that my mom had, like with her abuse. She left her husband, went to get with another guy, dragging the kids that she had from the past relationship into a whole new domestic violence. So now that I have my kids, I don't want that for them.
We offer mentoring, where a woman can meet one-on-one with a trained Christian mentor.
So they're being introduced to Jesus on a deeper level. Some discipleship starts to occur, and they're opening up and really being able to heal the wounds.
I was molested as a child, like 3 different people in my family. And I said, when I grow up, same thing they give me, I'm going to give them. And that was just something that I had in my head. And after I got a little older, I started fighting my boyfriends. You know, forgiveness is the key. I don't forgive him, and I don't forgive myself, I'm going nowhere. You know, I got to have the forgiveness. Because I'm ready to heal.
It's wonderful how he transforms the lives of our clients, sometimes within weeks, but there's others that it takes months, and it's still just wonderful to see God's glory in the lives of some of our clients. I love it. I just love it.
I feel better inside. Like I can breathe and I know I can get through this.
This year we have a new program working specifically with birth moms whose kids are in the foster care system or are at risk of the foster care system.
There's a lot of organizations that are working with foster kids or foster families, which is really important. The Hope Initiative program kind of takes a different approach where it kind of steps in to look and say, what's going on with the birth families and how can we help birth families, birth parents, in a way that will help kids. Families will come into the Hope Women's Center and they'll start taking parenting classes, work with families through that process, but also looking at families that are at risk and getting involved before the kids come into foster care. Their life is getting healthier, they're getting more support, both formally through organizations like ours, but also informally meeting other women in the classes, just connecting with other people, because that support of relationships is huge. We see a lot of times isolation leads to a lot of these problems that lead kids into foster care. And so we see parents getting healthier and therefore creating healthier environments for their kids to return home to.
I have a lot of support. Anytime I have, problems or doubts or anything, they're here to hear me and not judge me at all and direct me the right way, if anything. Just knowing that they were there to answer my questions and give me hope, because that's the main concern, that I didn't think I could do it and there was nobody there. Coming here, it's way different because everyone has such a smiling face and waiting to help you with their hands wide open.
We spend a lot of our week just getting the women to resources in the communities, whether it be getting them to a food bank, getting them to a shelter or medical resources, whatever that takes. We spend a lot of time just sitting down one-on-one and getting them to the help that they need.
We also offer a children's program for ages 0 to 5 while their moms are attending classes.
All of the services that we offer for the women are free to them. However, when they come and they take classes and mentoring, they're earning points, and so they can help provide for their families. And so they use those points in our boutique, and they're able to get clothing and food and other resources, diapers, toilet paper, toiletry, stuff that we all take for granted and use every day.
There's a lot of single mothers out here, and because they're struggling, they don't have a lot of the resources. The Hope Center not only helps the people who come out to them, but it's not more of just a charity or a handout per se. The people who come out here are very engaged. They find a sense of friendship and a place that's safe for them to be able to respond. And that's one of the best things that I like about the Women's Hope Center, which is why I volunteer.
Volunteering at Hope Women's Center is an opportunity to be the hands and feet of Christ to our community.
We would be lost without our volunteers here at all 3 of our centers. It's the heartbeat of service here.
It's blessed my life more than it's blessed theirs, so it's just been an amazing experience.
It was something to serve and to realize it wasn't anything about me, and it was all about what the Lord's doing on that particular day with those particular ladies and those particular challenges.
Your mindset changes as far as you want to help more, or your eyes are open more to people in need, and it's something that you are participating in changing rather than just watching and wondering what to do.
It is being able to love the hurting and the broken, just as Christ loved us in our sin and our mess. And as He pours His grace into us, we are able to pour that grace into others in the midst of their brokenness, and watch as He transforms brokenness to beauty in women's lives.
When these women come into Hope Women's Center, they're broken. They need help. We have 2 centers right now that are only open part-time, in communities where they need to be open full-time.
We need more days. We really need more days.
Being at home is the worst part, because when I'm not with the children, I feel like depressed. Like I can't, I don't want to get up, and having to do something, be like, okay, I have a commitment, I gotta be here, 2 times a week, because that's all they're here right now.
I know I got a place that I can call home.
Without you, we cannot meet the needs of the women and families that come to us in crisis. We need your support. It is only together that we can make a difference.
I think all of us crave hope in our lives. And I found it here. I found it here.
I felt hopeless, and here I feel like, it's possible. Everything is possible.
I am feeling free.
So I'm just really grateful for this place and for the women of faith that just embraced me and, allowed me to be who I am, but also pushed me to be better than what I ever could have expected.